Hey, what is it, all you beautiful manga loving faces? It's your boy, Shadow Caesar, here with you guys in another video. And as you can see from the title, we got a box opening for the newest Union Arena set, Sakamoto Days. I do want to start getting into making some UA content. It is a game that I do play. It's a game that I have a love-hate relationship with, but all my teammates absolutely love this game, and it's the game that most of my teammates compete in more than like One Piece, so I do kind of want to get more invested in that, and like to make some more content on it, like I said. So, with that said, I want to start doing some rips. I recorded a ripping video for Kaiju number 8 way back in the day. And when that came out, I guess I wasn't way back in the day. It might have been just like a couple months ago, actually. But I did record the video, but it just never came to fruition. It just never saw the light of day. But hopefully, when sets come out that are exciting for me, like Tokyo Ghoul is pretty exciting. I ripped a lot of Tokyo Ghoul. I ripped a lot of solo leveling. I ripped a lot of Kagurabachi. I just didn't record any of it. I didn't post any of it. But that changes today with Sakamoto Days. We don't got one box, but we got two boxes and hopefully more to come. But let's not diddle daddle too much. Let's go ahead and get straight into the rip. That's what you guys are here for. So far, from the case that I got this from, my teammate hit the foil AP, so I know for a fact that's something that I won't be able to obtain. But the 2-star has not been hit yet. We have not seen it being hit. So hopefully, in one of these two boxes, I got the 2-star, or even better, a 3-star. But Sakamoto Days is such a fun series. I haven't watched the anime quite yet. I am a manga reader. I absolutely love the manga. So when I saw that this was coming out for Union Arena, I was like, yeah, you know what? I'm definitely going to get into that. But it doesn't take much for me to want to buy a product for Union Arena. I'm probably like their best customer, for lack of a better word. Box cover is Hisuke. Nice. But for a while, I thought I wasn't like Union Arena's like target audience, because when I got into the game, I wanted to build like every deck, and I still kind of do. But it's it's kind of hard to do that with Union Arena because they have so many sets that come out so frequently. It is not easy to be able to consistently like buy product and build decks for this game. It can be very expensive, but Sakamoto Days is one of those decks, or sorry, one of those sets that I would like to definitely invest a little more money and time into, because I do like this anime. Or sorry, I like the manga. I do need to get into the anime though. But I used to build like every deck for every set for one reason or another, and I was like, oh, I'm not UA's target audience. Like, they want to cater to the people that go crazy for one or two sets, but it would make sense if they had someone like me, just always buying product, always buying and trying to build every set. I'm sure they'd make a lot of money if they had more people like me going broke playing this game. Going broke. I'm not sure what I want to build for this set yet. Or I want to build literally all the decks for this set, but I don't know which one I end up like really playing. Like for Tokyo Ghoul, I built every deck, and the deck I ended up playing the most is the Kisho deck, the 7-drop with like double attack, and that's the one I ended up playing the most of, putting in the most time into it at least. Is it the best deck? I don't think so. I think it's pretty good. I wouldn't say it's the best deck though. But that's the one I ended up putting the most time into. And what we got back here? Ooh, ooh! Well, that's cool. Well, 3 packs in, and we hit the 2-star. We got the Lu Xiao Tang. That's kind of wild. I was talking about like, oh yeah, I would like to hit the 2-star. I would like to hit the 2-star. 3 packs in, we already hit it. What a way to start the video. I do have some pretty decent luck for UA. I pulled 2-stars for Tokyo Ghoul, and then I hit the gold AP for solo leveling. I think what was I can't remember her a Cha. I pulled the Cha gold AP. So it's something about Union Arena. It's like a toxic relationship. I leave it and then I always end up coming back. I'm kind of a joke. I'm a meme amongst my friends where I've sold out of this game I think like 3 or 4 times, and then always end up coming back because a new set releases, and I'm like, oh, that looks cool. I want to get into that, and then I do. It's it's a bad habit. It's a very bad habit. But what can I say? The game is like I enjoy it to a certain extent. I do want to compete in it, and I do want to get better at it. It's going to take me some time to get better at this game, and then it also comes down to uh, luck as well. I know a lot of people don't feel like you have to be as lucky with this game as I feel you do. Like I do feel like this game is very very RNG based because sometimes the game just does not allow you to play. Ooh, and another hit. For cost 1 AP Asaragi. The color trigger for, I believe, the order deck. Let's go ahead and put this in the sleeve real quick. That's a nice card. I will admit, that is a nice card. Let me put these sleeves off to the side so I don't have to keep going under the desk here. Well, there we go. There's potentially those 2 hits for the box. But there's still every SR in here. You get 6 SRs per box, potentially 1 to 2 hits. Oh, this one doesn't want to open. I'm gonna open it the intended way, I see. But yeah, you get 6 SRs per box, 1 to 2 hits per box guaranteed, and there's 16 packs per box. So they're smaller than One Piece. You don't get guaranteed as many hits as One Piece. Like One Piece, you're guaranteed 2 hits, and then potentially more depending on the set and the box itself. Ooh, I'm sorry to grab 2 there. But this box started off really well. 3 packs in, we get the 2-star. A couple more packs in, we get our second hit for the box. We got both the APs knocked out of the way, so now we're just looking for SRs here. We're just looking for SRs. The yellow decks seem really fun. The main one that I thought was looking pretty good is a Hisuke. Is it Hisuke? I feel like it's Hisuke. I don't know how it's pronounced because, like I said, I don't watch it. I read it. So if I don't hear what the name is supposed to be pronounced like, I don't know, obviously, how to pronounce it. But the Hisuke and the Shin deck looks really fun. And then, of course, the order deck that goes with this SR also looks like a lot of fun. Like, these were the 2 decks that me and my teammate were laughing about, just like reading the cards on EX Burst. Like, oh, these decks are going to be funny. These decks are going to be hilarious. So we were all pretty excited about this set. Some of us a little more than others, but I am very excited to get into this and build some decks and start learning the lines, learning the matchups. But I feel like that's what it comes down to the game. It's like I said, it is very luck based, but there is a skill gap, and I can definitely say that. As much as like I am very unlucky when it comes down to this game, I will say that much. But from what I've seen through my teammates and how they perform and how they play, there's definitely a skill gap that I haven't quite figured out yet. Not just with like a certain deck, because that's another level of like another level to the game, but it's just like general knowledge, for lack of a better word. Like there's a lot of things that you want to do in this game that you wouldn't typically do, or there's like different lines, different thought processes that help you elevate your gameplay in this game that I just haven't figured out yet. And even though I keep selling out and coming back to the game, I'm very stubborn, and I'm trying to learn how to play the game and trying to figure out like what I need to do to get better as a player. I just gotta hope that my luck decides that it wants to turn around with it as well. like I'll give you guys a quick example. With after Tokyo Ghoul came out, I got back into playing in locals. The first two locals I played in, both like it was both Fridays, week after week. Um, my first round was unplayable. Didn't see a single zero in the entire game, and just got rolled. That was literally what my first round was for 2 weeks in a row. And I got to fight from the trenches from the losers bracket, trying to get somewhere. But here's the Shin SR. I don't know why I'm not reading these cards for you guys. I'm going to read the Asaragi real quick. The Asaragi here is the Raid. It's a 5/1, 4,000 plus BP. Has impact when attacking. If you have performed an extra draw this turn, you draw up to one card. And if this character was also played this turn, it gains 1,000 BP and damage 2 until end of turn. That's really good. And I believe this deck has a lot of extra drawing. So you'll almost always get that +1, the +1,000 in damage too, once that character is played. But then we got this 5/2, 4,000 BP Shin. It says one play, choose up to one character in your opponent's front line, and switch it to resting. It will remain set to resting the next time it will be switched to active. If there is a face-up card on top of your deck, you may add it to your hand. If you do, switch this character to active and turn the top card of your deck face up. If I remember correctly from reading these cards, there is a lot of top of deck manipulation to reveal the cards from your deck. There's also ways to reveal your opponent's hand to see what they have. You can also put the cards from their hand at the top of the deck. You can flip the top of your opponent's deck up. You can also reveal some life off of like Hisuke. You can reveal your opponent's life. Like, this deck is going to be kind of crazy. And I feel like it finally takes advantage of a mechanic, or like a basic gameplay mechanic that UA has that no other game, or Bandai game at least, has. That's another fact that just wants to be opened old fashioned. Where you're able to choose which life your opponent takes. Like when you swing and they decide, like, oh, I'm not going to block, I'll take the hit, or whatever. You can choose which life they take. And I never felt like it was a really relevant mechanic or system in the game until now, where now you're able to reveal your opponent's life and then choose specifically how you want their triggers to go off. Like if I decide to flip like one of their life and it's an active trigger, I can go ahead and choose that as the last swing, so they could give something an active, but now it doesn't matter anymore. Like the active's not going to be a problem later in the game. Or best case scenario, you reveal a final and you hit that final first so that you don't have to worry about it as their last life. Or you could play around a special in life and stuff like that. It sounds really, really fun. Ooh, there we go. Nagumo. Nagumo, it is a 4/1 raid, 4,000 BP. When played, if on the front line, choose up to one purple character with a color ability from your sideline. Activate its trigger. You place the top card from this rated card into your sideline if you do raid ability other than Nagumo instead. Not gonna lie, I'm quite confused on this card. I do understand like what the first part is. But then it says if you activate its trigger ability, you may place the top card from this rated character into your sideline. If you do, raid ability other than Nagumo instead. Oh. So when you play this on the front line, you choose a trigger ability from your sideline. If you choose to pop this Nagumo, the top card of the raid, into the sideline, you get to choose a raid from your trash instead. Oh, that's really good. I think I do remember reading this not too a while back when we were reading the cards from the set. That's really good. Order is such a mechanically unique deck. I mean, both of the decks are the two decks I feel like are gonna be really prevalent in this set. Let me go move this bulk over a little bit. Which is I believe it's gonna be the Hisuke and Shin deck, and then the Order deck. I feel like those are gonna be the two most prevalent ones. They definitely have some mechanically unique abilities going on that really set it apart from the rest of the decks in the meta. But I also really like the what's the other deck called? The Sakamoto Store deck. I think that's what it is. This is the raid for the Labo deck, or one of the raids for the Labo deck, is a 4/1 Natsuki 4000 BP. Raid. During your opponent's turn, your opponent cannot choose his character with abilities on a character's or event cards unless they pay 1 AP as an additional cost. So it has a bit of protection. They got to pay a little extra just to get rid of this body. And then it has Activate Maintenance Frontline. Once per turn, you cannot activate this ability on the turn this character is played. Draw a card. If you have 3 or more Labo Affinity cards on your field and your opponent has 3 or more life, deal 1 damage to your opponent. Oh, cool. Okay, so this has to stay alive for an entire turn cycle before you use the activate main. But if you have a board of at least 3 or more Labo Affinity, you're able to go ahead and activate this to just force your opponent to take a life if they're at 3 or more. So if they're just outvaluing you and you have a bunch of these on the board, you go ahead and shoot them down to 3. But it is taking a damage. So you choose which life you are taking, and then triggers will activate from that as well. So you could potentially screw yourself without even knowing it. Or accidentally, I will say. But that's 4 SRs. There should be 6 SRs in your box. So we got 2 more to go. Like I said, I'm excited to get into deck building for this game. And when I say deck building, I mean I'm going to go onto YouTube. Or to the EXperts and find people that have made builds. Because I am not a good deck builder. Especially not in this game. It is for me, it is very hard to build a deck in Union Arena. It's very difficult for me. I could just be a pilot, and I don't mind being a pilot. I think I've built maybe 1 or 2 decks by myself, and I thoroughly enjoyed them. But then someone else picks it up, and they're like, "What in God's green earth am I looking at? What did you do here? Why do you have this?" My builds always get pretty criticized. What packs we got left? We got this one and 2 more, so 3 packs total. And we still got 2 SRs. 2 SRs. But speaking of deck building, one of my favorite decks that I've ever built, like myself, is a deck I called Kenpachi Beatstick, where it was just, it was, as you could imagine, a deck revolving around Kenpachi, the Raid Kenpachi and the 4/2 Kenpachi, and then the deck comprised of a metric fuck ton of active triggers. So every time I would take a swing, I'd go block, take a life, active, restand. Block, take a life, active, restand. It happens so much. But the goal was literally just to beat my opponent's face off with just big swings. Like I was running captain's coat and all kinds of things just to buff up my front line and my Kenpachis and anything else that was in the deck to just go for face. It was a very fun deck. Very fun. That was the only thing I can say that I've built from scratch myself. And I haven't played it in a very long time. Alright, there we go. That's I believe this is the one that we actually got the 2-star for. It's a 3/1 Lu Xiao Tang. Has 2000 BP. Activate main. Place 6 cards from your hand into your sideline. If you do, this character gains 2000 BP and double attack until the end of turn. For each Sakamoto's affinity card with the unique card name on your field, reduce the number of cards you place into your sideline from this ability by 1. You can only activate this Lu Xiaotong ability 1 time each turn. So this can get out of hand very fast. And if I remember correctly, this whole deck's goal, like the Sakamoto's deck's goal, is to put out a bunch of Sakamoto affinity cards on the board. And there's ways to cheat them out, and all of them have different names. So that effects like this are able to activate for free. So like if you have a full board, you have 4 in your front line, 4 in your back line, and your energy line, you can activate this ability for free. If all of them have different names, that means you have 8 cards total with different names. You activate it for free. So that can be very, very powerful. Now let's see what last SR we get from this box. I don't know what I'm looking for. Actually, you know what? I would like I don't remember his name. The dude with the hammer from Order. I would like to see that card for sure. Or a Hisuke SR. That would also be pretty good. So I could read what those do. Because I'm pretty sure Shin has like 2 or 3 SRs. I think Hisuke has 2. I think Sakamoto himself, like there's one for Order and then one for the yellow deck. Oh, and there he is. 4 cost, 1 AP Tower Sakamoto with 4,000 plus BP. It is the raid at the end of the turn on your opponent's attack phase. Place the top card of this rated character into your sideline. When played, this character gains 1,000 BP and impact until the end of the turn. Look at the top 5 cards of your deck. Play up to 1 Sakamoto's card or 1 yellow character card with 3,500 B or less BP, 1 AP cost. Set to active on your field. Place the remaining cards to the bottom of your deck in any order. See, this is what I'm talking about. This is going to help you spam the board so that you're reaching that threshold. So that's cards like Lu can go ahead and pop off and use the effect for free. So this is going to raid on top of your Sakamoto. It is going to go away on the following turn, which is quite fitting because, as you guys know, Sakamoto can't keep this this form for very long. Well, this form, we'll say, for very long. So after your opponent's end phase, or after your opponent's attack phase, this is just going to de-raid itself. But when played, you are going to be able to search the top of your deck, find a character, and play it out for free. It could be this. It could be this Lu, and it gets played as active. And if you have your board full, then you use Activate Main on this the Lu to then also gain the power, go up to a 4K with double attack. So I think this might be like, it may potentially be like the heart and soul for the deck. I don't know exactly what the deck has left, but this does feel like a very strong card for that deck. All right. Let's move on to the next box. Put this to the side, move this bulk over a little bit. Let's push these up so that we can keep them in frame a bit. And keep track of what we're hitting from what box. So this is all from box 1. Let's go ahead and get into box 2. So, like I said, boxes for UA range from being 1 hits to 2 hits. I sometimes feel like 1 hit boxes are more common than 2 hit boxes. I don't know why that's the case, but it is what happens. I know a lot of 1 hit boxes were hit from the store today when people were ripping. So I'm hoping I receive 2 hit boxes. That's what I'm praying for. Let's see what our box topper is. We got Asaragi. Let's go. 0 cost for Order. Let's get right into these packs. Another 16 packs to go. Another 6 SRs to obtain. And see what we can build or what we get close to building. Oh, moving a little too fast here. It looked like the special for a second there. And then a Nagama. I got a question for you guys. You guys answer me in the comment section down below. If you are a Sakamoto Days fan, who is your favorite character? I am very curious. I am a very big Hisuke and Nagamo fan. I do not know why. I think Nagamo is just as a comedic relief of the show, but also being like literally one of the craziest characters in the show. Yeah, or in the manga specifically, I'll say, because that's where I know him from. He's just so much fun to have on the page, and in Hisuke, the way how he started and then how he ended up getting involved in Sakamoto with the Sakamoto store employees is also like really good. And then Takamura, the way this guy was introduced is crazy, absolutely crazy. And then you just like you barely see him. Barely see him. I need to get back into reading. I haven't read in so long, so tremendously long. If you guys have been around on my channel for a while now, or some of my original viewers from back when I did like manga videos, I haven't read in so long, and I do want to get back into it. And Sakamoto Days is still going. I need to get myself caught up because I miss reading it. Hey, another Lou, another Lou. So technically, we have 3 Lous here. We got 3 Lous. We need one more for a playset. But yeah, I want to get back into reading this so bad. I also really want to watch it. Like every Monday, me and my family get together to watch anime. I go to over my sister's house to watch anime with her and my niece. And it's a sacred thing. Every Monday, I don't do literally anything. I don't leave to go hang out at the card shop, play games or anything. I go straight to my sister's house. Another Taro Sakamoto. That's not bad. Not bad at all. But yeah, I go to her house. We watch anime. We've watched a lot together so far. We watched through Fire Force together. My Hero Vigilantes. Um, Full Metal Alchemist. Um, Cowboy Bebop. Samurai Champloo. Fruits Baskets. All kinds of anime together. And we're starting to run out of like up to like current stuff that we're watching. Uh, Getting caught up with everything. And I told her, I said, the next one I really want us to hop on to and watch is Sakamoto Days because I haven't watched it yet, haven't started it yet, but I think it'd be fun. We're also really big fans of Spy Family. Spy Family is a lot of fun. I think Spy Family, I think, would be a pretty good set for UA. Don't quote me on that, but I feel like it would. I feel like it would for sure. I feel like that would be another anime that would bring a lot of people out the woodwork to buy Union Arena product, and I would have a lot of fun playing that set for sure. And it could be something similar to like what we're doing with Shin in this set, where we're looking at like the top of the deck, or looking at your opponent's hands, like being like the whole clairvoyant like shtick. I've gotten 2 of that AP, but the whole like clairvoyant shtick, where like you're able to like read minds or whatever. I think that would be a lot of fun with like an Anya deck or something like that. But there is going to be a lot of cards that I am missing from this set after these couple of boxes. It's usually how it goes. That's why I end up buying like a lot of UA products. It's like I want to get decks done as soon as possible, but like SRs are few and far between. Ooh, a new SR, the Tower for Order. So the Tower Sakamoto is a 4/1, 4,000 BP raid. When played, draw 1 card and activate main. If you're on the front line, once per turn, look at the top 5 cards of your deck. Place up to 1 purple card with 2 or less required energy into your sideline. Place the remaining cards on the bottom of your deck in any order. Then activate this trigger ability activate the trigger ability on the card placed into your sideline with this ability. Interesting. Interesting. So I guess like now it kind of makes me want to look at like what 2 costs are in the set that we can cheat out or send into the sideline and use the trigger of. You can use like a draw trigger or the color trigger. Oh no, not the color trigger. The color trigger's a 4/1. I don't know. Definitely like a draw trigger. Able to draw 2 cards off of this. Like activate, or when played, you draw 1 card, activate main, search top, pitch a draw card trigger, and then activate that as well to draw an additional card. This card is really nice, though. That is something that I've always appreciated about Union Arena. I don't like the base rarity cards. Like these, I'm not a huge fan of them. Like just anime screenshots kind of bugs me. I think the only set that I was okay with that card design is Kagurabachi because they're using manga panels, and I like that a little more. But I've never been a big fan of like these card designs. But I've always loved their SR designs. Always. They're pretty simplistic, but they look so good in my opinion. They're not like a one-piece card. They're not like anything else. They're very unique in their own way, and they look so clean and so perfect and pristine. Another Asuragi here. but they do look so good. So you got 2 Asaragis, 3 Lus, 2 Yellow Taros. What is the guy's name? Let me find out. Let me see if I can find this guy's name from the bulk we're opening here. I really want that SR. What is the dude's name? Does he have an SR? I'm pretty sure he does. Let's see if we can find out what his name is going through these commons, uncommons, and rares. No, it's not Kashima. Because that guy's from Labo. This, I think, is really good, too. Choose one character in your opponent's front line, and it loses 1,000 BP for each Labo affinity card until the end of turn. So you can just reduce something down to 0 with that card if you have enough on the board. What do we got here? Okay, it's not X. Hold on. I'm going to figure this out real quick. I am so curious. I can't remember his name. I'm still looking at purple cards because that's what he's in. Oh, Shishiba. That's what I want to see. I want to see an SR Shishiba. That would be great. That would be fantastic. Because I'm pretty sure he has an SR in this set. Or in, well, of course you would have it in this set. It's a Sakamoto set. I'm pretty sure he does have an SR for the deck. Almost positive. And I would like to see that. I'd like to see it in person, please. Kyo Shin Isuke Mashimo and Haru Sakamoto. That is something that UA does to me, though, is that since I used to love reading, I mean, I still do, I just don't do it as often. I used to read a lot. But since I used to read a lot, every time I get into, like, a new set with Unity Arena, it always makes me want to go back and read the manga as opposed to watching the anime, because that's just what I'm used to. And this is really making me want to read Sakamoto Days again. Do I have 2 of him now? I do. So now we have 2 Shin Asakuras. So that should be, if they're still doing it this way. I know sometimes it's a little finicky, but I'm pretty sure they give you an even number of SRs per color. So we got 3 yellow and 3 purple in the first box. So far we have 3 yellow and 2 purple in the second box. So technically our last SR should be a purple card. And we also haven't hit anything yet. So we still have a hit in here. Potentially 2 hits available to us. Oh my gosh. Everything's sticking together. What do we got back here? Boom. Okay. A new SR. So this will take up the slot for the SR, even though it's a hit. It is a 4/1 Shin Asakura Raid, 4,000 power. When played, your opponent reveals all cards in their hand, places the 1 card from among them face up at the top of their deck, and activate main if on the front line. At once per turn, draw a card, then turn the top card of your deck face up. If you draw a face down card with this ability, place 1 card from your hand into your sideline. Interesting. So yeah, this is what I was saying, is like it allows you to look at your opponent's hand, so now you know that you can play around, like what to play around. Like, okay, now I need to be worried about X, Y, Z, and then you can put a card from their hand face up at the top of their deck, and then that's the card that they're going to draw into. So for them to obtain a card that you don't know about, they would have to hit a couple of draw triggers off of their life, or to AP draw on their turn, so that they have at least a card that you don't know about. But I think this is such a fun concept, a fun deck, where like you're just using all this knowledge of like, okay, like my opponent has this in hand, I gotta be ready for that. I need to play around it, or whatever the case may be. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. We're still. Oh, you know what? That doesn't take up this. That might actually, now that I think about it, because that is technically our fourth yellow SR. I'm hoping it doesn't take up the slot, because I really do want to get another purple SR. Really hoping for we see his name was Shishiro. Really hoping to get the SR for that. Shishiba. I call it Shishiro. All right, and we still got 3 more packs. So potentially one more SR, potentially one more hit. Not entirely sure. I cannot remember. With how much I open UA, I barely pay attention to like all the mapping. I probably should though, if I'm being honest with you, because I do rip a lot of UA. I think I ripped 12 boxes of Kagurabachi. I ripped 10 boxes of Tokyo Ghoul. I ripped 6 boxes of Solo Leveling. I'm ripping 2 boxes of this set currently, and I do want to get more. I do indeed want to get more. All right, 2 more packs. 2-pack magic, right? 2-pack magic. Oh, this is our last AP. I forgot that we're missing an AP. Let's go ahead and get through this real quick. We're not really looking too much at these cards. I'm not paying too much attention to them. I'll probably go back and read through all of them at a later date, but not right now. I'm a man on a mission right now. So one more hit, maybe? One more SR? I think this might be a 1-hit box, but I would love for a purple SR to end off this box. A purple Shishiba SR, that would be great. That would be great. Let's see what we get here. All right. Rare and the last hit. Oh, Natsuki. So there was another SR, but it's for Labo. We got 2 Natsukis. Not bad. Not bad. I can't complain too much considering that we did indeed hit the 2-star. And it's a very good card to hit the 2-star for sure. Then we also hit the Asaragi 1-star, and then we hit the Shin Asakura SR 1-star. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. Like I said, can't complain. Can't complain at all. I do want to rip more. I don't know if I'm going to record every bit of Sakamoto Days I do rip. I know we got a pre-release event, a release event tomorrow at our local store. I'm probably not going to record that box at all. But if I do get more boxes, I'll at least, bare minimum, maybe make some shorts about what I'm hitting or ripping some packs. I'll record and make a short of like whatever it is, so that we don't have to get this long form video. Because this is going on to nearly 40 minutes of me just ripping some packs. I really enjoy ripping packs, so I'm not going to complain. I don't know about you guys. You guys let me know in the comment section down below if you guys want to see more of this, because I will definitely do more of it. I love ripping, so you guys definitely let me know. But that's going to be it for me. I'll catch you all in the next video. Stoney Caesar out. Peace.